Network. Now you can get Talk 1470 WNN on 95.3 FM too. Loud and clear, Health and Wealth Radio, WNN.
The opinions expressed on the following sponsored program are strictly those of the host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.
Welcome to your Hometown Health Show, brought to you by Trilogy Home Healthcare, the industry leader with over 30 years of experience in providing home healthcare services such as skilled nursing, physical and occupational therapy, home health aides, and other specialized care to your homes throughout the state. Please tune in every other week as we bring you a range of good information from specialists in the field to help make you more informed and living healthy.
Good evening and welcome. You're listening to your Hometown Health Show. I'm Yolanda Santana with All Bits Tech, an IT consultant. And tonight we have as our special guest Joshua Perez from HCR Manor Care Delray Beach, and also Jane Garcia Deal from Trilogy, our sponsor tonight. If you're listening, you can hear us at 95.3 FM or 1470 AM. You can also watch us on AMP2 TV and Facebook Live. So again, welcome. And how are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you for having us. Quite a rainy day outside we're having, aren't we?
Yeah, for sure. It's disgusting outside. Jane, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
So welcome. We're pleased to announce your show. You're on the show. Would you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Absolutely. So my name is Joshua. I work for Manor Care, specifically out of Delray Medical Center. So I've been now with the company for about 2.5 years, and I stumbled upon the company, as I was working with another company. I realized their product, fell in love with their product, and I've had the opportunity now for 2.5 years to go and assist people with getting home in a timely manner with the great team that we have. So we're super excited. I'm super excited to be here.
That's great. So where are they exactly?
So we actually have 221 locations nationwide. We have 7 here in Palm Beach. We have two up in West Palm. We have 2 down here in Boynton, 2 in Boca, and 1 in Delray. And the closest one to Delray Medical Center would be the one on Delray, located on Linton and Jog.
Okay. And how can someone reach you?
Absolutely. So my number directly is 954-995-7336. And that number is available at any given time. Feel free to give me a shout. If I miss your call, you leave me a voicemail. I usually get back to you in about 4 or 5 minutes. But I'm available to you 24/7 for anyone in the community, anyone in the hospital, anyone at home that might be seeing this who may need some assistance. Feel free to give me a call, and I'll be more than happy to assist you in any way, shape, or form that I can.
All right. That's great. I'm going to backpedal a little bit. For those that don't know, your Hometown Health Show and Trilogy is a home healthcare service company. Jane, would you like to tell our listeners and viewers a little bit about the company and how we work with companies like Manor?
Yes, we are Trilogy Home Health. We have been around a little over 3 years with tons of years and years of experience with nursing, physical therapy, providing speech therapy, psychiatric nursing, infusion therapy. We are specialized in dementia care, Parkinson's, you name it. So I'm a nurse myself. I am one of the marketers. I go out and seek business for places like Manor Care. We have a relationship with Josh for some time now because we want to be an extension of their excellent care into the home when the patient's discharged.
Just a little bit closer.
Oh, sorry.
Thank you.
So we want to be an extension of their excellent care. So we have a relationship with the physicians
Yes.
at Manor Care, and we have a relationship with the other marketers. We plan events together. We make sure that the care transition is done correctly so that when we get the orders from the patients discharged, we bring it into the home and set up all the services that they need at home. And our goal together is to keep them out of the hospital and out of a nursing home.
Perfect.
And as well, we work with Trilogy. So anytime we have a patient, it's odd enough, me and Jane used to work with each other in a past life. So it's amazing to find somebody up here who has the work ethic, who shares the same passions that we do. And, we're excited to be here talking to you today about this care.
It's great. And in case you didn't know it, we've done so many of these shows, just fantastic. And just to educate everyone, it's a sort of like a 365 kind of holistic,
Right.
where you work with the doctors, the nurses work with the doctors, and everybody shares the information so that
Right.
the patient feels that they're well taken care of at the end of the day.
Absolutely.
So going back to Manor,
Yes.
can you specify or let us know a little bit more about the specialty programs that you offer?
Absolutely. So we have a wide variety of specialty programs ranging from the smallest thing as, a very small broken finger, maybe, let's say, all the way to a very serious, sickness that may prevent you from getting home. Our nurses have seen quite a bit over the years. We have constant education from the nurses at Delray Medical Center coming over and educating our nurses to ensure that we are up on every epidemic, whatever etiology it may be, we understand. And we also are thankful now we have a new director of nursing who's been with us for about 3 or 4 months now. She actually comes from another building where she did such reputable things up in West Palm. She came down to Delray to make it happen down here, so we're excited.
That's great. Okay. So Manor Care's tagline is carefully coordinated, individualized care.
So
What does that mean?
So we're actually moving towards. So actually, in August of last year, we were actually just recently purchased by a new company, ProMedica. We are going from a for-profit to a non-for-profit and gearing. What we used to do was go out and focus on business, hospitals, etc. Our new company has done research and realized that 80% of your health is determined by what is called a social deterrent of health. Healthcare, whether it's a nurse, a doctor, rehabilitation, is only responsible for about 20%. So that 80% consists of your education, your financial ability to pay for things, how your comorbidities, whatever they may be, the stress that you deal with in your life, your work-life balance, all those things take a major role in your health. And we're trying to prevent those so that you don't get, so we're taking a proactive approach as opposed to a reactive approach, which is what we've had for the last few years.
That sounds great. Okay. That's
So it's really right now it's HCR Manor Care, which is our helpful, caring, and responsive tag. But we're going to be moving into a totally new gear here shortly.
that sounds exciting.
We're super
Yeah.
excited.
Okay. Looking forward to hearing more. All right. So what types of clinicians can a patient expect to work with during a stay at one of your facilities?
Absolutely. So the way that it works is when you come in, you're immediately greeted by our nursing staff. So we have our RNs, our LPNs, and our CNAs. CNAs are the people that are going to assist you on the side of your bed, make sure that you're going to the restroom, take care of all those needs. Your LPNs are the ones that are going to be on the floor, and your RNs as well, passing your medication, following up with doctors, checking labs, and as well, we have our director of nursing, and as well, we have our social workers, our dietitians, pretty much a whole team approach to it to ensure that all qualities are met, whether it's your diet, whether it's your medication, whether it's your psychiatric health. We have all different aspects in there. And then as well, when you go home, we work with Jane to ensure that when you're home, you stay home, and through effective nursing care, through effective physical therapy, and through people who are educated that we work with.
All right.
To provide wound care and anything that they need, cath care, medication management, et cetera, et cetera.
Okay.
Yeah.
So are patients allowed to have visitors?
Absolutely. So we have a 24/7 visitation. You are
I
allowed to
didn't
come
even
at
know that.
any time that you like to come visit your loved ones. Let's say that someone's working and you know what, they get off of their shift at 4 in the morning. Well, you know what, if you want to pass by and see grandma, I don't know that she'll be up, but at 4 in the morning, you're more than welcome to come by.
I bet
That's
she
great.
would be.
She might be.
up.
She might be.
Yeah.
So what's the average time a patient will stay with you?
So we actually are running a brand new campaign right now, and it's called The Right Place. Most people spend about 23 days in a skilled nursing facility prior to going home. So we're extremely happy to say that we're getting you the therapy that you need, and we're getting you back to the community in a timely manner without expending a lot of your insurances, and making sure that you get effective care in quality time.
Okay. Who pays for this? Because this sounds expensive.
So it's funny you ask. Most insurance companies pay for this, whether you have Medicaid, whether you have Medicare, whether you have a PPO, an HMO. most plans, for the most part, I want to say maybe, I'm not extremely technical, but I want to say about 80-90% have skilled nursing facility benefits. I see a lot of people, we take people that are in their 30s and 40s with Medicaid that still have these benefits. So most times, insurance will pay for it.
All right. So what would you say sets Manor Care apart from other rehab or post-acute facilities?
So this is going to be a little bit of a long one here. So August of last year, again, we were purchased by ProMedica, and our everything is shift now. So again, not only do social deterrence of health and the leading research in this industry right now help us to achieve, being the best, but in addition to that, right now our physical therapy, I want to say we have 11. Of those 11, they make up for about 337 combined years of physical therapy experience. So with the exception of 2, all of them have 30 plus years of experience. The other 2 have about 10 years plus experience. And with that, I think 290 of those years have all been with HCR Manicare. So we've had quite of these people for quite a long time, So, and again, right now with ProMedica, you're going to know who we are in the community before you ever step foot in a hospital. Right now, we're realizing that in Boca and West Palm, there's food deserts. There's people that can't get the food that they need, whether it's financial, whether they don't know exactly what foods to cook based on their diabetes, their cardiac issues, whatever it may be. ProMedica has built grocery stores. On the second floor of those grocery stores, you're able to come in every single day, and whether you don't have the money, whether you don't know how to cook, whatever it may be, you're able to come in, grab the food, go to the second floor. We're going to teach you how to make that meal, and we're going to send you back. So in the next year, ProMedica is going to be taking some of the most unique approaches to healthcare that healthcare is seen. And we're really excited because you know what, as opposed to going home and giving that patient 20 medications, we're going to teach you how to take care of yourself so you never need 20 medications in the first place.
So still need home care.
You still need home care.
Definitely. Still need home care. That sounds so interesting.
That's really cool.
Is there a website that I can go find out more information about ProMedica?
I believe right now if you Google ProMedica, their website will pop up. They're based out of Ohio right now, where they actually have affiliations with colleges. We have our own healthcare insurance product for the public. There's so many different things. We offer free education to the public, free classes to make sure that people who can't afford them get them so they could be better members in the community. So there's so many different ways that this company is coming in to change things. And, we're excited to be teaming up with home care, with Trilogy, and, really getting people the care that they deserve.
That's amazing.
We're excited.
That's inspiring. What got you started? You sound so passionate. What got you started into
Believe
healthcare?
it or not, so I started as a CNA on the floor. And when I was in high school, I happened to be at a magnet program where I was dual enrolled. I did physical therapy and I did nursing. And one day I saw that there was going to be quite a bit for need for nurses, and I already loved helping people. And, I became a nurse on the floor. Then I went to a restorative nurse, moved to a nurse doing inside administration, sending stuff back to the state. And then I moved on to where I'm at now, where I'm able to go out and help families in a much more intimate way. And moving with ProMedica now and what they're doing with our community and the way that they're giving back completely aligns with my passions and my purpose. And, that's really what makes me so excited. And that's why I tell people I'm available 24/7, because at the end of the day, it's not about me working for my company. It's about me putting value in people's lives. And that's all I really care about.
Wow.
That's why we work well together. 24/7 is the only way to go.
It's fantastic. My goodness.
That's why I work with Jane, because again, I share passions. We've worked together in the past, and believe it or not, Jane mentored me.
So is this your cell phone number?
That is directly my cell.
No,
Feel free to
really?
call. Feel free
Mine
to
too.
text.
There you go. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Your emergency constitutes our
FaceTime me if you like.
Well, on that note, we're gonna take a quick break, and we'll be right back after this message.
You.
Let's all welcome a new sponsor to the show. It's AMP2 TV, the first and only internet production company that's truly plugged in. When you're looking for a full-service internet TV radio production company, discover AMP2 TV. a full-service production company that can provide all streaming videos in studio or remotely. They offer web page development, and they use all the latest platforms to help make all your business selling points more powerful. They can do remotes or live radio streaming as well as tape productions for social media platforms and television. AMP2 TV can handle all of your television needs, including closed caption for a perfect on-air telecast. Choose from a variety of creative TV and radio packages or visit one of their many studios to get your creative juices flowing. Come and see why AMP2 TV works with many major companies, including Comcast, Bravo, and Fox 29, as well as individuals and businesses of all types and sizes. To see samples of their work or to find out more, visit their website at amp2.tv. That's A-M-P, the number 2.tv, or call them at 866-224-5422. Feel free to call for a quote or just a consult of how to put your business on a social media platform or radio platform, or just doing a show that is covered by all platforms. Call 866-224-5422 and make an appointment. That's 866-224-5422.
We can talk about whatever you want.
Hello, welcome back. You are
Look at the
listening
camera.
to your Hometown Health Show, and I'm Yolanda Santana with All Bits Tech, an IT consultant, and Trilogy is a home healthcare company. We have as our special guest tonight Joshua Perez with HDR Manor Care, Delray Beach, and we also have Jane Garcia Deal from Trilogy, our sponsor. So welcome back, guys.
Thank you.
You.
And I also wanted to add, if you had any questions, you feel free to call us at 1-888-565-1470. So we're back, and you were just telling us all of your passions and what got you started in healthcare, which is really inspiring and great. I wanted to touch base again on how HCR Manor works with Trilogy.
I'd like to say at least what like a typical
Absolutely.
patient. So, for instance,
Please.
let's say they end up in the hospital. They stay in the hospital how many ever days. They have to have a 3-day stay before they can go to Manor Care. And then go ahead, you pick up. How long do they stay with you?
Absolutely. So after they come to the hospital, they'll stay with us for around 14 to 21 days. Average is about 23 days for most patients. So after that, they'll go through the process. We'll go through our rehab graduation when you graduate from our facility and you're on your way. And then we pass you on to Jane, where Jane takes care of whatever the doctor's orders are. And you can touch more on that as well.
Yeah, so we get engaged kind of, admission starts at discharge. So we get engaged kind of at the beginning. They let us know that the patient's going to be discharged in the next couple of days. Please come in and visit the patient, do a chart review on the patient so that we have all the information that the doctor expects of us to take care of that patient in the home. We then share that information with our office so that it's shared with the clinicians. And then the clinicians go out within 24 hours so that there's no lapse in care. And we get started. So, and our goal is to keep them, again, aging gracefully in the comfort of their home. So in the event that something happens at home, because sometimes they have an exacerbation or something happens, we like to send them right back to Manor Care and bypass the hospital so that they're able to take care of that issue. Because now with all the Medicare changes and the fee schedules and all that stuff, they're dinging some of these facilities for
And as well, it saves
readmissions.
them money as well by not having to carve out their insurance days by constantly going to the hospital with something that we could treat in our own realm.
Right. And they just had the patient, so it's kind of they get that continuity of care with the same nurses, the same therapist,
Of course.
kind of fix whatever that little hiccup is and then send them back to us. So
Yeah.
we work very closely together.
Very, very closely in all different aspects. And, Trilogy, one thing that I can say, they have a lot of cutting edge technology in regards to the things that they do. A fun fact, I was a nurse and still am a per diem nurse on the sides for them, so you may get me.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
So
I
that's
know,
how much
it's
I
another
also believe in the
fun
company.
fact.
Yeah, it's awesome. I also believe in the company, and I believe that they had a physiotherapy machine that they had just released not too long ago. It was a machine that you put on that literally does the pumping for patients who suffer from, who needs to get that chest physiotherapy and remove it. Something that I have never seen in the past, and I remember going and learning and educating myself about it. So, the Trilogy is one of the game changers here.
We have biofeedback, which helps with the pelvic floor muscles to strengthen them so that you don't have urinary or fecal incontinence. A lot of people suffer from depression because they have to use pee pad, not pee pads, the pens and those types of
Right,
things.
yeah.
So, or the pads for the beds, so that they don't pee on their mattress or have any accidents. So we have a program that the therapist or the nurse comes out, provides this device, and teaches them how to do their Kegel exercises correctly so that they can get improvement, which is pretty amazing. We're one of the only companies in the U.S. doing it.
And I'll
That's
tell you
important.
that your staff is so educated too. The way that they break things down, they understand. They are some very, very educated. Not only the therapist, the nurses. I mean, the occupational therapist there was probably one of the best that I've seen.
Right.
You guys sound like you work so well together, and it's great. I was going to ask, what if a patient wanted to come to Manor Care? What is their wait time expectancy?
Well, you mean wait time in regards to from the hospital into the
Yes.
So it really depends. I mean, depending on what insurance you carry. So with most insurances, we usually get you out in a few hours. But if you do have and not to knock, but if you do have a Blue Cross, Aetna, Coventry, the ABC is what we call them, those usually take about a good 24 to 48 hours. But for the most part, nobody waits longer than 48 hours before coming in unless their insurance decides to do a medical review. But usually it's about, a few hours to, if ABC, if you have the Aetna, Blue Cross, or Coventry, you may wait up to 2 days.
And you have to go to the hospital and do an assessment?
Absolutely.
Make sure that they're appropriate?
I'll come
for
to the
Manor Care?
hospital. I'll come to your bedside as well. If you're home, we can work with you. Whatever it is, you just give me a shot. I'll be more than happy to help and be a resource to you in any way, shape, or form.
And the only part of the puzzle that we don't do at Trilogy, and they don't do either, is the private duty side. So we actually have partnerships with other companies where we can help engage that part of it, which is the cooking, cleaning, the custodial type of care.
Oh, goodness, that's great.
So that's paid out of pocket or by long-term care insurance. We have those relationships as well. So
Okay.
it's like a one-stop shop.
So, Jane, how did you get started in this, in healthcare?
I have done a little bit of everything in healthcare. Like you said, from way back, I was a phlebotomist. I worked in the ER 16 years. I've done
Wow.
child abuse, forensic exams, and home health was my favorite thing. I got a postcard in the mail to go out and do wound care, like you said, with nursing, and it was so amazing for me. So a lot of these seniors are forgotten. Nobody really calls them and checks in on them on a regular basis. They can't wait till we come in and do their wound care, change their bandage, talk to them about their nutrition, give them that respect in those visits. So that's how I got into it. And then I got into the sales part because I wanted to make sure everybody in the world knew that the service is available, Medicare pays for it, and we should be writing home care orders for everybody so that we can help these seniors stay strong at home and live independently. That's what they want to do.
That's great. Wow. I'm admiring both of you right now so much.
We're very
Yeah.
passionate.
Yeah.
It must be the
Yeah.
LPN thing.
My favorite thing.
It
yeah.
shows.
Plus, we
It
get to see the
shows.
patient from beginning to end, and as they progress and their wound heals and they get better. When I worked in the ER, it was like they're in and out. You don't know what's going to happen to them, if you see them again or not. You see them again when you know things weren't taken care of because home health didn't go out or whatever wasn't done correctly for them. That care transition is really important, and that those care plan meetings where everybody's involved with the case, which we do at Trilogy constantly, and then we communicate back to Manor Care, let them know how their patients are doing.
And the
And the
truth is,
physicians.
it's addicting. It's addicting to add value to somebody's life, and this is something that we enjoy. We love making sure that people are getting what they need, and I'm sure we can both sit here and talk about the different testimonials that we've received from patients that we've helped in the past, and those are the kind of things that really push us to continue doing what we do and push for more feedback to continue to better ourselves in the future.
Right. And the biggest compliment is another referral, and that would be from our patients, our physicians, and our community referral partners.
Absolutely.
Goodness, but how do you get the word out? I didn't even know companies like yours existed. I've heard of home health,
Right.
And they come to your house and all of that, but I've never, the transitional.
Yeah, well, as well, Manor Care was just recently named in the U.S. Best Nursing Home. I believe it's called the U.S. Best News 55, one of the best nursing homes here in South Florida. One of the ways that we do is through community events. We try to come on radio stations like this, but a big thing moving forward with ProMedica being backed by us, we are going to start holding even more community events and different ways that we can right now we're working with different food banks to try to figure out how we can get people food that they need, even prior to ProMedica getting down here, and we're trying to just lay down the foundation. So, we're really excited, but really a lot of the ways that we get out is word of mouth, giving proper care, adding value in people's lives. And, there is no better referral than having your friend tell you that, they went to Manor Care and they received the care that they deserved. And that guy, Joshua, was really available 24/7. And then to follow up and to know that after you're done with us, to go to Jane, to start working with her and know that you're in just as comparable hands. Like people that are just as educated, people that work just as hard, people that share the same passions that we do, and people that are going to make sure that you don't go back to the hospital.
We do the same thing. Trilogy, we do a lot of community outreach programs, a lot of education into a lot of senior communities, 55 plus communities. A lot of those, not patients, they're residents there, but they don't really realize what they need until they need it. We're kind of crisis planners.
Yep.
That's true.
So we go out and educate them and let them know that these services are available. Go out and check out the Manor Cares. Check out 2 or 3 facilities. Check out the hospital. So it's not your doctor's choice only. It's also your choice which one is a better fit for you.
Right.
So we kind of educate them out there.
I
and do
agree with you
community
wholeheartedly
events.
on that. I agree that people should definitely take the time to be proactive as opposed to reactive and take time, understand where you're at, because you know what, when you do go to the hospital, you may not know any better. And it is really nice to go out and know where you're going to go. Sometimes a virtual tour or someone can sell you on whatever, but it's nice to be proactive, go see these facilities, understand what your benefits are. So when it does happen, you're ready, you're prepared.
You're not scared.
And yep, exactly.
Because the hospital give you a list, XYZ, alphabetized, of 700 agencies. And you have to pick which one you like.
Yeah.
And you don't know anything from Adam, but if you are proactive and
you know
get out
what your
there and
insurance
tour
covers.
things, exactly.
Yes.
Get some community, some feedback from your friends, where they've been, what they've done, what they liked, didn't like, etc. So,
All right, so let's let people know how they can reach you again. I have your number here as 954-995-7336. That's for HCR Manor Care, and that's HCR-manorcare.com. That's Manor Care with an O, Manor. And then as well as Trilogy Health, it's going to be trilogyhhc.com. And the phone number there is 561-865-1111.
correct.
Jane, Joshua, thank you so much for joining us this evening.
Thank you for
Thank you
having
for
us.
having us.
It's been such a pleasure.
Thank you.
All right.
Again, I'm Yolanda Santana, and you've been listening and watching your Hometown Health Show.
Take
Good
care.
night.
Good night.
Thank you.
Trilogy Home Healthcare invites you to call our offices before making a decision about your home health and rehabilitative care. Different from other agencies, Trilogy offers specialized service that other agencies don't, providing exceptional care. That's who we are and what we do. Call us at 866-599-4959 or go to trilogyhomehealthcare.com.